Hello, and thanks for joining us today. I'm super excited you could be here. Look, today we're talking about banking. We're actually going to talk up to a representative for one of my favorite banks. As a matter of fact, I did a lot of business with them on the residential side back in the day when I owned a mortgage company, amongst a lot of stuff in the business space as well. I mean, they have a plethora of products that I think can really help you. And I'm talking about the good stuff, the long terms, the low rates, the kind of financing you really want to get. So with us today is Mark Wedeh. Now, I know I'm completely mispronounced his last name, and I'm going to have him clarify exactly what it is. But he's a banking executive and a market leader and vice president at BankUnited. He's got over 14 years of experience in financial services, and he actually leads multiple banking centers across the Orlando, Florida market, driving growth in deposits, in lending, and client acquisition, while also really working with developing very high-performance teams. Now, he specializes in business banking and commercial and consumer lending, and also retail banking operations, helping his clients achieve their financial goals through tailored solutions and very strong relationship banking. Now, Mark actually has a proven track record of growing portfolios, of also improving retention and executive strategic business development initiatives. He's known for his leadership and his client-first approach. He builds long-term relationships with business owners and community partners while fostering accountability and excellence as well. Mark, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining us today.
Well, thank you so much for having me. And thank you. Yes, my name is Mark Wedeh. You said it right. And yes, I have been in banking for 14 years. I'm currently a vice president market leader for Bank United in Orlando market. I work in a multiple institution before. I mean, from a large bank all the way to like credit union. So I had all kind of experience when it comes to banking products, how to help our business owners, and also on the consumer side as well. A little bit about Bank United, so everybody knows. So Bank United is kind of like a regional bank. We are in Miami, our headquarters. We're 36 to 38 billion dollar in asset. We serve Florida. We serve also New York, New Jersey, North Carolina, Texas, and Georgia. We're always looking to grow down the road in the future. But yeah, I mean, I've been in business for almost 14 years now, and I will be happy to help any business owner that's trying to grow on the business side or even on the consumer side.
I love it. And there's a lot of things I want to talk to you about because you deal with consumer lending, you deal with business lending, but you're also a bank. You deal with a lot of banking services there
Yes.
as well. So what are some of the main banking services that you have available for like a typical business owner?
Got it. So Bank United has been famous always for being a commercial bank. Our biggest focus was always on the business side, like business owner and commercial, like small business and commercial, and even corporate banking. But recently, also we shift a little bit to focus more on the consumer side. So we offer all kind of products from the small saving and checking account all the way to the homeowner occupied commercial loans. So anything that you can think of that bank can offer, we offer here at Bank United. But one thing about Bank United that make us different from any other bank is that if you look at our logo, it says Bank United go for more. Why? What we mean by that, we are willing to go out to meet you at your business location and learn about your business versus you coming to us so we can save you money and help you and see your business like face to face, learn more about your business and understand your business so we can help you grow your business.
Yeah, I love that. And we talk a lot about relationship driven, but I mean,
Mhm.
there's no more relationship driven when you're literally showing up face to face with
Correct.
business owners. And that's a lot of what you do too, Mark, is like you're in the Orlando market legitimately going out and meeting, I think, face to face with a lot of your bank.
Correct. Yeah, I'm actually rarely in the office. My main job's to be out there in the market, meeting business owner, networking, and learning about the businesses, and just try to find a solution to help them grow their business.
Yeah. We have and we talk a lot about the big banks, the larger national banks, and we talk a little bit about community banks. You're kind of a regional bank in between. So let me ask you this, like, how do you support business owners? Obviously, that's a big one that you're meeting with a lot of them face to face. But how else do you support business owners differently than what they're typically used to dealing with a big bank or a very small community bank?
It's very simple. The way I explain it to my business owners, we offer the resources that the big bank offer, but in the same time, our client will have an access to like a local decision making. What I mean by that is when a business owner having an issue, they don't have to send an email or like to call the 800 numbers and wait 3 or 4 days to get a response. They will have an access to me directly and my team as well. So at any time, so they will have my cell phone number and they can reach out and just like for any need or any situation. So the sense of urgency is very high here, and that's I brag about myself that I'm very available to help my client, and that will make me difference from others. I don't wait. I don't go by the schedule 8 to 5. I'm available all the time to help my business client to grow. And that's something about me that I always go above and beyond to help the business owner. I like them to see them successful. So as I said, so we have the products that big bank offer, and at the same time also we give them the taste of a local decision and local bank where they can walk in and get the service where we can know you by your name and know your story, know your family, know everything about you pretty much. So that is what makes us different from other banks, the white glove service that we offer.
Yeah, I love that. And I mean, there's just like, it just doesn't happen anymore when you're going out and meeting with business
Yep.
owners face to face. Like I said, I remember Bank United from back in the day because I owned a mortgage company, and that's, my Bank United rep would come in. And it's interesting because it just doesn't happen nowadays. Like, you just don't really see that in the field kind of relationship building.
That's
That
true.
Yes, I'm glad that Bank United continues to do that. So you mentioned products. So what are some of the common reasons that a business owner comes to you, both on the banking side of things and on the lending side of things?
So the majority, I mean, based on my experience in this 14 years, like not only when like consumer client or even a business owner, when they come into the bank, they come in for two reasons. Either they have a need for something or they need a trusted partner they can trust to give them an advice. So when it comes to the need, the majority of the business owner, they come into the bank when they need like a lending solution, for example. They have a big purchase they coming down the road that they need to do, and they come into us to try to get that loan or line of credit to achieve that goal. Or they can come into us for, just as I said, looking for someone who can advise them about something that's happening in their business or even in their personal life that they're trying to get some advice on how to proceed, on how to achieve that goal. So here in Bank United, we are a relationship bank more than transactional bank. When the client in the front of me or the business owner in the front of me, I would love to learn everything about their business, about their life and personal life because they're all connected. So those are mainly the two reasons that the business owner come to me. And the top of all of that, I have a repeated client and I have a client, they refer another client because of the services that me and my team offer, because we go above and beyond of really helping the client, getting the deal done very fast. I have deals that has been done within 24 hours up to like 36 hours. Like I'm always on it. Even if I'm on vacation, I have somebody who is like taking care of any business when I'm out. So we just don't ignore anything. We're always on the top of it. And that's why what we do here in Bank United.
I love that. What do you do on the prep side? So if somebody's coming in to try to, let's say, get lending for Bank United, what do
Uh-huh.
you think are some preparatory things they could be doing to set themselves up for success to be able to have the best chance of getting approved and getting approved for the most money?
Absolutely, yes. So technically, when I have a new client or new prospect that are trying to get any kind of services, but let's mainly talk about lending. This is what I do on a daily basis, pretty much. I ask for bank statement and I ask for a full financial, pretty much like a bank statement, tax return, personal tax return, debt schedule, and I analyze everything. And based on that, I can just tell the client, okay, well, at this point right now, we cannot give you loan or line because we're having some issue either with the cash flow, either that you have a lot of debt right now that we need to pay off first, or maybe you're not in a business for a certain year that were required by the bank. So I got some businesses that are in business for a year and a half. So I told them at least I needed 3 years for one of the platform that we have, or 2 years for another platform that we have as well. So I usually tell them, okay, so here is the issue. And I offer also the customized plan to help them to get there. And I set like a time frame for them. I tell them, okay, within the next 3 months, if we fix these three issues, I'm going to follow up with you. We can reconnect in 3 months and we can send the application. And definitely, we're going to have a better chance of getting it approved versus if we do it right now. By the end of the day, I tell them as it is. Either they can apply right now and it could be declined, or we can wait 3 months and after we fix the issue and we get a better chance of getting approval. So yeah, that's pretty much how I prepare my clients for any opportunity coming for them, or like any goal they're trying to reach in the future.
Yeah, I love it. I love that you spend so much time with clients helping them understand why they might not get what they want and exactly what they need to do to fix it. It just goes to that white glove, hands-on treatment. This is not something we normally see in the lending area, really at any level. So kudos to
Correct.
you for doing that.
Hmm.
So what are some of the financial solutions? Like if I'm going to come to Bank United as an entrepreneur, what are some of the type of credit and financing tools that may be available to me?
Okay, yeah. I mean, if we're gonna talk about the business side only right now, so we offer pretty much, as I said, we have the business checking account, we have the business money market that we have a good interest rate on it right now. It just changed all the time. And we offer the treasury services, including the ACH. We have the merchant services right now that we just implement as well, which is a really great tool to improve cash flow and expand your business. And also the lending. So let's talk about the lending. The lending products that we offer right now. So recently we implement a new platform called Lender AI, and we offer a loan and line of credit on that platform. So the way that platform works, that we can do businesses loans for businesses up to 250,000. Anything over 250,000, it go to a different platform called OBX, but that is a different story. So mainly what I deal with the Lender AI platform on a daily basis. Any loan for $100,000, and this is very important for any business owner who is going to be listening to this. Any business who looking for a loan or line for $100,000 or less, all we need is the three bank statement from the operation account for that business to analyze it and see the cash flow. And if they are qualified, they can be approved and get funded within 48, 36 hours. Really, it's really up to them on how fast, because we are required also that they have to open an account with us and also move all the relationship. As I said, we are a relationship bank. We're not just one products bank. We love to see everything. Any loan for our line over 100,000 up to 250,000, we are required 1 year 1 year tax return for business, 1 year tax return for personal, debt schedule, and also the 3 months bank statement. The credit score has to be 650 and above, and the business has to be in business for 3 years. That is very important for us to be able to submit an application for the client. Once we submit the application, the client will receive an email to give us their permission to pull up their credit. And once they give us the permission, it goes to underwriting, and usually it's a very fast process. And when it's approved, they're going to get an email. They can sign electronically. We open the account, we fund it, and it's booked. They're ready for them to use. Let's talk about anything over 257. As I said, it goes to another platform called OPX, and that's required more documents. We're not going to get in the details of that, but at that point, also we require 2 years, the last 2 years business and personal tax return, and a debt schedule, and a banker memo, and a list of documents that we also required when it comes to that. We also offer merchant services. We partner with Vicer, so it's a great partnership that we have with them. We had a lot of success recently of saving money for the business owner when they have a merchant with someone else. We always ask for the last 3 months bank our merchant statements, so to compare to see how we can save them money. And based on that, we can give them a proposal like, okay, here's how much you're paying right now. This is how much you're going to be paying with us. And let's go ahead and switch to our merchant services. And that will be done with our merchant rep also, that he works with us on each deal that we can uncover for them. Treasury services also, we have a very big department for treasury services that can help our clients. And I think it's very important for any business owner to have a treasury services because that's will really help them to expand their business, improve their cash flow, and just make their life better, to be honest with you. It's just very important to have, especially if they do a lot of wires. That's very crucial for them to have the treasury services. So yeah, that's it pretty much.
Wow, that's quite a bit. That's a lot of different options that you have for business owners. One question I want to kind of drill down a little bit. So the loans up to $100,000, you're basically looking at 90 days worth of bank statements. It
Correct.
doesn't require tax returns. What's your minimal credit score on that? Is that also 650?
650. Yes. So 650 for any loan or line, either 100,000, less than 100,000 or above 100,000. It's the same thing. 650. But I highly recommend to be around 700 just to be sure to have a better, chance of being approved versus like 650 because, sometimes when it's 650, their utilization of the credit could be so high that could really affect the approval decision.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So when you talk about approval decision and affecting approval decision, they're looking at bank statements. Let's just focus on that one product for now. They're looking at the bank statements. They're looking at credit. What types of things do you find that they're really looking at when they're evaluating those things? Like what kind of things determine somebody that gets approved or declined, and how much somebody may get approved for?
Well, that's a great question, actually. So the way that we can tell the client how much they could be approved for, it's based on the last year gross revenue for the business. Let's talk about this. For any business, the revenue is $500,000 or less. We allow 10%. So if your business making $500,000 last year, the max I can give you is $50,000, either loan or line. Any business generate gross sale more than 500,000, we allow 15%. So if your business making $1 million, so the max I can give you is 150 loan or line. So based on the revenue, we can tell you how much you could be approved for. And let's talk about what we look for when it comes to approval. So we just want to make sure the business cash flow, like anything over 100,000, they need to cash flow, which has to be global 1.25. When it comes to the bank statement, also they have to show some positive revenue on their bank statement. One thing that I found that could really affect the approval is if the business owner, depending on the short-term loans or what we call them NCA, if they have too many short-term loans, that could be negative when it comes to the underwriter in the front of them. They don't really like to see any MCA when it comes to any business owners because it's going to affect their cash flow and it's going to affect. It's just something that we don't have an appetite for right now.
Sure, that makes sense. You talk about terms. What kind of terms are your loans? I know you offer lines of credit and loans, but like these types of
Yes.
loans you're talking about, like how long do they usually last? How long are they out?
They can go up to 60. They can go up to 60 months
Okay, so
for
up to
the loan.
5-year
Yeah.
loan terms.
Correct, yes. So they can go up to 60 months, the max they can do, yeah, when it comes to the loan.
I always like to ask this as well. If you're asking for tax returns and your financing is over 100K, when they're looking at tax returns, what type of thing are they looking for on the tax returns?
Mainly to make sure that the business will cash flow. Like they have to calculate, make sure there's a profit. And we have the calculation where we just add all the profit and we can add all the interest back and the calculation for cash flow. And if it's like 1.25 and above, there's a good chance it could be approved. But anything less than that, it's going to be very hard. So mainly the cash flow when we look at the tax return.
Okay, perfect. So I'm curious. You have been doing this a long time. A lot of people come over to Bank United. What do you find if somebody's not with Bank United now and they're with somebody else? What are some things that should motivate them or reasons you see on why people would want to move their banking over to Bank United?
I would tell them that if you are looking for a bank who truly care about you and truly be there for you, and when it comes to advice and have your best interest in heart, Bank United is the place to be. What I mean by that, we are a relationship bank. I understand that all banks offer the same products, but we're different when it comes to the service. I mean, it's very hard if you go to a business owner, the majority of them, they're going to tell you that if you ask them, who's your banker? They're going to tell you, I don't know. It's like, if you need help, what you do, like I just called 800 numbers, or I can go to the local branch and anybody can help me. You're not going to see that with Bank United. So with Bank United, the moment we open the relationship, there is a relationship manager would be assigned to that relation. It could be me or anyone from my team, and that client will have a direct access to us at any time for any need they have. And also another thing that we offer better than any other banks, like uh, when it comes to interest rate, for example, we have a good interest rate when it comes to deposit account, like the deposit money market. So we're way better than a bigger bank out there. So we're offering right now promotion, I think 3.5 annual percentage yield for 6 months on a money market. And you don't see that very often with a larger bank. Actually, I don't think I ever seen that with a larger bank with higher interest rate. So yeah, I mean, if any business owner they're not happy with the relationship right now with their current bank, I'll be more than happy to just give them a full presentation about the products that we offer and show them how we can help them here in Bank United by just offering the product they need. What I mean by they need, we don't offer a product that you don't need. Like we always study, have a conversation with the business owner, understand their struggles, their goals, and me and my team, we come up together with a customized plan that truly fit them. I am not going to offer you products. It's not going to help you. We're not in a business of just offering any products for any client. We offer the products based on the need of that client that can really help them because we focus on the trust and build that relationship with the client. The client, they might walk in and ask for just a CD. We have a good rate on the CD. That's excellent. But our job to have a full conversation, learning everything about you and try to win the relationship. We're not only here for one of the products. We love to have the full relationship.
So if you're talking about relationships, you're talking about relationship managers. I'm curious, what kind of role, what does a relationship manager do for a business owner client?
Everything that they might need when it comes to the relationship, from refunding fees, bank statement, or doing increase on their line or loan, or maybe helping with wire or helping with the treasury service. They're having some issue with their online banking, for example. So we do pretty much everything. Why I say relationship manager, so we're pretty much in charge of everything that you might need from the bank when it comes to that relationship.
So what advantage does that give a business owner versus trying to deal with regular customer service at a normal bank?
I'm sorry, say that again.
So give me an idea of some of the advantages that having a relationship manager provides an entrepreneur versus what they're usually used to, which is just dealing with a normal banker, front end banker, or customer service of a bank.
Yeah, well, the advantage is having an access to one person that can help you when you need them, especially if you are like in a time, like say they are, it's a day off or vacation or something like holiday, and you need something, so you can reach out to them, and even if that relationship is not available, they will redirect you to someone else right away. That's very important to us, and also the local decision things. Like when you have an issue, you can just reach out and you can walk into Bank United, and you're gonna get a resolution right away. You're not gonna wait 3 days when it comes to a bigger banks that you have to send it to someone above and then maybe in a different state to get an approval. So there's a lot this advantage of having a relationship versus just walking to any other bank and have anybody help you. Plus, we know your story. You don't have to repeat yourself. Like if I know you, I know everything about you, and you come to me with an issue, you don't have to explain it again because I know what's going on versus you're gonna go to a different person every time and you have to repeat yourself and just tell the same story, and you might get different services, a different level of service from a different people in there. But with here we have the same level because you are dealing with one person who is really assigned to your relationship.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, it's such a big difference maker. And in a few cases, I've worked with relationship managers. It's just significant. I mean, you don't have to go through the customer service and the wait times, the whole times, even opening accounts, or I'm not sometimes opening, closing accounts, but even modifying accounts or switching accounts. There's just so many
Correct.
benefits that you get from having a relationship banker that you don't normally get. Do you have industries that you restrict or don't work with, or other industries that are common that you want to attract?
Yes. So Bank United usually works with a lot of industry, but I found a lot of success that Bank United like to do is like when it comes to healthcare, professional services, attorneys, CBA, insurance agency, doctor, dentist. Uh, Me personally, I love daycare. Me and my team, we visited every single daycare in the area just to try to meet with the business owner, learn about their business. We want couple relationship just for having the conversation and showing them because they told us none of the other banks that came to us to talk about their products. So we're not only focusing on the business, also on the consumer side. Also, we offer services and free accounts for their employee as well. So just because when you bank with us as a business, we offer free accounts for your employee. So that's another benefit by having a relationship with Bank United. The businesses that we try to stay away from, it really depends. Like I've seen that we don't like general contractors. I'm not having any success with general contractor, any construction, like anything that has like heavily involved with cash, like restaurants, the small restaurants, or like a gas station, the small gas station as well. So we try to stay away from those kind of businesses. Also, any entertainment businesses, pawn shop, uh, any adult businesses, we try to stay away from them.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate it. A lot of insight on kind of who you can help, how you can help them,
Yes.
everything else. So if somebody's watching this, they want to talk about moving banking over, they want to start doing banking with Bank United, or they're interested in starting a relationship to talk more with you as a relationship manager on the financing side. What action should they take? What should they do to be able to get in touch with you and your team?
Well, they can reach out to me directly. I mean, my phone number, I can give them my phone number 386-383-4444. So 386-383-4444. Or they can email me. It's Wedeh, Wedeh at bankunited.com. Also, they can go to bankunited.com directly and they can learn about our products and services that we offer. Everything I spoke about today, so they're going to be able to see it in there. They can also apply for loan and line of credit online as well, and or they can reach out to me so I can help them with the application, which I highly recommend doing that versus just going online because I will learn about their business before they apply. So I will have a good idea to explain to the underwriter about what's going on before they just apply. So that would be a good advice. But yeah, it's very simple. They can reach out to me via cell or email, or you can go to directly to bankunited.com.
All right, Mark, thanks for coming on with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right, so listen, if you're watching this, you know that we talk a lot about relationships in banking and the importance of relationships in banking. If you try to go into a bank, fintech, online, actual community bank, large bank, and you're just going in the front door without a relationship, it's a way, way, way harder battle to be able to get the kind of service and the lending that you actually need. The most important thing I think you can do with any bank is to have a relationship established. But I got to be honest with you, most banks just don't work that way. They just don't. Like if I walk into my region's bank or wherever, those front end bankers, they don't have any access to the back end. They're not really helping you. They're not developing a relationship. There's limited on the actual tasks or duties they could do. Then you look at BankUnited. BankUnited is one of the only banks I've seen in today's day of age where they're actually out there at a very deep level relationship with the client. Think about this. Mark's job is to go in and talk to businesses face to face. He's walking into daycares as an example and talking to them. They've never seen that. None of us have ever seen that. None of us are used to a world where a banker comes to us and talks about their products and what they can do and wants to get to know you and your family and your business. And when you have that kind of relationship, then you have a relationship with somebody that can pull for you to get all kinds of things done. And BankUnited has products that normal banks just don't offer. I mean, it's easier to get funding through them than anybody else I've seen in that banking space, which is why I wanted to bring Mark on with you today, right? Lines of credit, loans, they do SBA. They've got products sub 100,000. They're some of the easiest products at banks that you've ever seen to be able to get approved for. And beyond that, the qualifications aren't tough to be able to get approved if you have a
Right.
business that makes sense, right? And Mark is here to help you along the way. So here's what I want you to do. Take advantage of the fact that you have a bank you can build a deep relationship with. Outside of the fact that Mark is the best dressed guest we've ever had on the show of almost 1,000 episodes. Let's talk about that. There's also no deeper relationship you're going to have with a lender than what Mark and his team can give you. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to write this down right now. Just take a pen, paper, type it however you want. First of all, take Mark's number. It's 386-383-4444. I'm going to say that again, 386-383-4444. Of course, it's going to be on the show resources page. I just don't want you to have to look for it. I also want you to take down his email. It's M for Mark. It's his last name, which is Wedeh. That's MWEDEH at BankUnited.com. So make sure you email or call Mark, and don't forget, you can go to BankUnited.com and get a general overview of their products as well. So thank you very much for tuning in. Take care and have a great day.